And I think a lot of you don't pay attention. I'm saying this in general because all of you are beginning drivers. If you really want to become a good driver, you're going to listen, you're going to take good notes. If you want to be mid or average, you'll fall asleep, and then you'll end up sideswiping a car. Okay, so let's get into it. The first, mirror usage. Anytime speed or position adjustments are necessary, the driver must consider location. Are you in downtown? Are you in a suburban area? Are you in a neighborhood? The size and speed of the vehicle. Are you in a big truck? Are you in a small car? While a vehicle is in motion, mirror usage is intended to assist in the detection, not gathering details. So what does this mean? Your mirror doesn't tell you how close or far something is. It just tells you something is in your general area. Example, all of you are high school students. Some of you may take college classes. You walk down a hallway with 500 people. If you're not careful, you're going to hit someone, and then they're going to hit you. Why? Because your brain is not developed. You like to punch people, and if you punch the wrong person, they're going to punch you out. Same thing when you drive. You have to be careful and balance your space and position. If you don't do this, you're going to hit a car. You're going to break off the mirror. Your mom or dad won't want to drive with you. Because you're high school students, I'm going to use high school examples. Drivers cannot afford to divert attention from the path ahead for more than a second. You're walking in school. You're walking down the steps. If you look down at your phone, you're going to trip and fall. Your friends will laugh at you. People who aren't your friends will video you. They'll get a viral video. And you're a stupid freshman who fell down the steps, or a stupid sophomore, or a stupid teacher, or a stupid principal. I'm using that example because all of you go to school. Your steps and hallways have 250, 300, 400 people every single 60 minutes. You know what it's like. And if you don't watch where you're going, you're going to hit the wrong person, and they're going to hit you back. So when you're driving, you ask yourself these questions. Are there vehicles present? It's yes or no. If yes, you need to check your mirror. If no, you still need to check your mirror. If yes, what is the location? Are they near you? Are they beside you? Are they behind you? If yes, what is the size? Is it a truck? Is it a big truck, small truck? What's the relative speed? Example, you're walking in a hallway. You have 3 football players who are 250 pounds, bigger than most humans. More of you are less than 250 pounds. They're going to take up the whole hallway. You can't see around them. You need to leave more space. All of you know what I'm talking about. So you need to be aware and keep good space. When I'm done with the mirror use fact sheet, you're going to put questions in. Let's go to the next one. When stopping. Anytime a driver prepares to slow down, the driver's eye should scan first rearview mirror. Many of you won't do this. You're going to slam brakes or slow down and get rear-ended because someone is eating, not paying attention on the phone. So you have to really be aware of what's going on and really make an effort to see and understand. In school, if you just stop, someone's going to walk on your shoe, walk on your heel, and you're going to fall. Look, there are unwritten laws in high school. If you trip and fall, most people walk over you. Some nice person might pick you up, but most kids will ignore you, or some kids will video you. When you're driving and you slam brakes, you're going to get rear-ended. This is where we are in 2026. I'm just telling you the truth. People are distracted. They're eating. They're not paying attention. They're checking their bank account. They're seeing what their boss said. They're seeing what their boyfriend said, girlfriend said. You need to be aware, and you have to be aware because you don't want to be in an accident. Flash the brake lights to alert other drivers. You don't have brake lights on your body, but you can start walking a little slower with every step. Again, I'm talking to high school students. I'm using high school examples. It's really important that you understand this. So you want to have room. Use multiple quick glances. A lot of you will stare a long time. This is when we crash. I'll say it again. A lot of you will stare in the mirror. This is when we crash. Like you walk into school, if you stare at your phone too long, you're going to run into the back of someone. Or someone's going to run into you, and here you go again. You get into another fight. You get stepped on. You drop your phone. All of you know the unwritten rules in high school. You need to apply some of those unwritten rules when you are out on the road. Check your mirror. Quick glances. Example, we were practicing going on the expressway this past weekend. My student merged out really good, about 60 miles an hour, but she looked too long over her left shoulder. The car veered to the left. We almost hit a car. She looked too long. Quick glances. Check the mirror quickly and allow for space ahead, increasing the ability to steer. Mirror usage and turning. If you really want to become a good driver, you're going to lock into this. Again, if you want to be average and mid, you won't pay attention. But there are questions on the test. Mirror usage when turning. When the driver prepares to turn, mirrors should be checked before any speed of change or position is made. If you're making a right turn, you check your mirror, you look over your right shoulder. If you're making a left turn, you look straight ahead, you check your mirror, you look to the left. Remember, we called, if you make a right turn and you hit a bicyclist, that's a right hook. If you make a turn and you don't check, that's a left cross. You'll hit a pedestrian, you'll hit a bicyclist. You have to look. The good drivers have great observation skills. If all of you want to be a good driver, Boogie, Sophia, just to name a couple, you need to look more. If you want to become great, you need to lean into me as your instructor. You have an instructor who's going to give you knowledge. You have to ask questions. And when you ask questions, you learn more. Don't be scared. So making lane changes, mirror, turn signal, blind spot, you have to look around. It's really important that you look around. And if you don't, you end up hitting a car, not letting people know what you're doing, and you're going to slow your pace down because you're scared. So I'm trying to help you drive and make it beautiful. You have someone who actually cares. Okay? So the driver should assess the space. Can your car fit in this turn? Is it too crowded? Downtown Chicago, downtown Detroit, downtown Manhattan, the mecca of it all. You have to judge your space and distance. Anyone can make a turn. Let's go back to high school. Anyone can make a turn at 6:30 in the morning, but at 6:45, now there are 300 people there. Their parents are going to cut you off. There are school buses. There are seniors who've been driving less than 3 months. They don't care about you. They're going to walk in front of you, behind you, and beside you. And if you hit them, you're at fault. I need you to think about what's going to happen to you the next 3 weeks. You're going to be driving. You're going to be in your school parking lot. You're going to be in main thoroughfares. You're going to be making right turns, left turns. If you lean into me and trust the process, you will be fine. If you don't put in effort, don't want to learn, too tired, you won't make this enjoyable. I'm here because I want to be, not because I have to be. Let's talk about changing lanes. When a driver attempts to change lanes, mirrors should be checked before any speed or position. Also, it's important to check over your shoulder. A lot of beginners forget that. It looks clear in your mirror, but when you look over your shoulder, there's a car and you almost get hit. And then when your instructor grabs the wheel, you want to cry. I'm just being honest with you. You have to check over your shoulder. If you wear glasses, please wear your glasses when you drive. If you're on medication, please have your medication and take it. If you have anxiety, please tell me. I will talk to your parent. There's no shame. It's really important. Anthony, type in one question. I'm calling people randomly. Put a Q and a question. Anthony, put in a question. Right now, Anthony, just put in a question in the chat. I'm going to see if you're paying attention. I'm calling people randomly. I'm going to keep going while Anthony puts in this question about mirrors. Mirrors do get foggy. You have to wipe them off. They do get ice on there. You have to wipe them off. Some cars don't have heated mirrors. It's okay. You might have to roll your window down and use your finger to push the mirror in or out. It's really important that you do that so you can see. This is why your car has mirrors. One in the center, one to the left, one to the right. We're in America. Our steering wheel is on the left. We drive on the right. If we were in Australia, India, or in the UK, we drive on the left. If the mirror's cracked, you still can see. You still can use it. It's a little hard to look at things, but you still can use it, right? All situations are perfect. Maybe you have to put tape on your mirror, maybe glue. If it's cracked, it's still okay, right? Real question, like it. Let's keep moving. Checking mirror blind spot areas. A lot of you will fall into the lie. Oh, I have a blind spot mirror. Oh, my dad and mom said if I have this big mirror, I don't have blind spots. Wrong. You're going to cut off a car, and then you're going to call your parent, Mom and Dad, I just hit a car. Mom and Dad, you weren't honest to me. I still have blind spots. Regular side mirrors, even angled out to an additional 12 to 16 degrees, enhanced mirror settings do not provide sufficient information. When you look in your mirror, it's for information. When you're in the hallway in high school, getting ready to make a right, you have to look. And if you don't look, it's really important that you understand. Much appreciation. You have to look. You're in the hallway in high school. You got to make a right turn. Football players are running down the hallway. You don't look, you get ran over. And then here you go again. That same freshman got a concussion. Yeah, they keep falling. They keep looking at their phone. I already told the principal, yeah, it wasn't my fault. This freshman was on the phone, not paying attention. The teacher opened the door. A kid was walking fast and they hit the door. You have to look. High school intersections and second floor, first floor. Some of you have people who will walk into a door because they're not paying attention and they think it's cute. It's not cute. You have a concussion. So you have to check your mirrors. It's really important. You have to look over your shoulder. A mirror blind spot check involves making a quick eye movement over the shoulder. If I'm going to the left, I look over my left shoulder. If I'm going to the right, I look over my right shoulder. Quick glance. Okay, it's really important that you do that. Let's keep going. Traditional mirror settings. Outside mirrors are set so the driver can see the back edges of the vehicle. The back edges are really important. Back edges of the vehicle. Okay, please remember this. May be more appropriate for trucks. Trucks are bigger. They have bigger blind spots. Stay out of trucks' blind spots. Stay out of vans, SUVs. If you buy a big vehicle, they have bigger blind spots. If you're walking by a bigger person, a bigger girl, a bigger boy, they have more room. They have more surface area. They don't see you. People don't look. Okay, so it's really important. Passenger vehicles, side mirrors are not designed for backing the vehicle. I'll say it again. Passenger vehicle, side mirrors are not designed. You have to turn your head and look out the back window. Please remember this. Enhanced mirror settings. Then when I'm done with this part, you're going to put questions in. Enhanced mirror settings. Inside mirror becomes the primary mirror for view in the rear. Inside mirror. We don't have a backup camera in our driver's head car. You have to look out of your back window when we parallel park. Outside mirrors should be adjusted to reduce the blind spot. Then say, take it away. To provide maximum, as I'm talking, you need to put in a question. All of you need to put in a question right now as I'm talking. I'm going to keep moving. I'm not waiting for you. We're behind. I'm going through 5 slides. And then we're going to go through this information. I'm not waiting for anyone. You've got to catch up to me. Please put in your questions as I go along. Everyone puts in one question. It's about mirrors. Make them different. Okay, let's keep going. Inside mirror becomes the primary mirror for view in the rear, not a backup camera. Outside mirror should be adjusted to reduce the blind spot and provide maximum visibility to the side and rear of both sides of the vehicle. To set your left mirror, the driver must reset the head against the closed window. The students who are really good take good notes. They come prepared and they're ready to drive. When I see you, I usually look for the most nervous person. Real talk. I look for the most nervous person or the kid who's not prepared. Or I talk to your parents. Hey, who's never driven? Yeah, my son is brand new. Okay, get in the car. Also, I don't want an overconfident driver. That's dangerous too. Overconfident drivers, underconfident drivers, or drivers who maybe have drank an energy drink. I'm not advocating that, or you don't have sleep. To set the right mirror, the driver should lean to the right. You just need to lean to the right a little bit to adjust that mirror, okay? So the head is directly below the rearview mirror or above the center console. It's a really easy setting. I'll show you this. The mirror should be adjusted the same way on the left side. If your vehicle can barely be seen, the driver will not see the left or right sides of the vehicle when glancing in the outside mirrors. However, the adjustment adds 12 to 16 degrees of additional viewing. I'm reading it from the driver's head information. Let's go right to your questions. I'm going from the bottom up. Hold on. What if no mirror is, okay, what if I have no mirror? Why are you driving if you don't have a mirror? I'll be honest. If you don't have a mirror, you shouldn't be driving your car, Adam. I'm just going to take a step back because you don't have the use of your mirror. So I'm going to pause right there. If you don't have a mirror, you shouldn't be driving. It's not illegal, but you're going to have an accident. Yep, that guy didn't have a mirror. He hit me. Boom. People have dash cams. So Adam, if you don't have a mirror, you should not be driving. You need to go to a store, buy a $20, $15 mirror, and fix your mirror. Put glue, put tape, I don't care. Put Gorilla Glue, fix your mirror. So always be honest. I'm gonna keep going. What if the vehicle behind me isn't visible in my mirror? Then you need to adjust speed so they become visible. If you don't check your mirror when you slow down, you're going to get hit. When you look out of your mirror, it could be 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet. It's like you walking down and looking down the hallway in your high school. You just skipped science. Security's looking for you. You look down the hallway, you see security. You run the other way because you're a freshman and you think you're in middle school. Guys, you know how to look down the hallway. You always have to see. If you don't see a vehicle in your mirror is not adjusted properly. Example, I'm 6'4". Some of you are 5'4". My mirror will be up higher. Your mirror will be down lower. You have to adjust your mirror. Same way in the hallway. If you're shorter, you're only going to see people in their chest area and stomach. If you're taller, you're going to see the top of their heads. Woo, that was a good example. Okay? The taller you are, the more you can see. This is why trucks and buses have a bigger field of vision. If you're a short stack, 5'5", 5'3", 5'2", you have to adjust your seat up. You have to bring your mirror down. If you're a tall stack, you're going to lower your seat down. You're going to bring your mirror down. I was in my son's 2018 Charger. It's been a minute since I've been in there. I was riding in luxury today. Not the Scat Pack, not the Hellcat, but the GT. All-wheel drive, 400 horsepower. I had to lower the seat down. I had to bring the mirror down. Okay? You have to adjust your mirror so you can see. And if you can't see, you're going to get hit or rear-ended. When braking, why should you check your rearview mirror instead of paying attention to the road? You will get hit from behind. Let's look at the information. Let's go back to what I'm saying. So I like your question, but always speak truth. We're looking over mirror use facts. Okay? When stopping, look at number 2. When stopping, anytime a driver prepares to slow down or stop, the driver's eye should scan the rearview mirror first because you'll be rear-ended. I read what you asked me. That's why. We didn't say pay attention. Quick glance behind you. Okay? Quick glance. You're moving at 20, 30, or 40. Some people are going 50. Some people are going 60. Some people are going 20. You have to look in your rearview mirror. If you don't believe me, when we drive, don't look in your rearview mirror. We will get hit, and then you will fail. So this is why Number 2 says, anytime a driver prepares to slow down or stop, the driver's eye should first scan the rearview mirror. Flash the park brake. This alerts any following driver. Direct attention to the rearview mirror until 2 cars have stopped behind. Okay, use multiple quick glances. It didn't say stare. Check your mirror quickly. This allows for extra space ahead. So this is why we check our rearview mirror. Let's keep eating. I'm leaving this up. So when you ask questions, I'm referring back to the example. Do you have to put the inside mirror in night mode? You guys won't be driving at night. So you don't need the night mode. The night mode is for cars' headlights that are reflecting in the mirror into your eyes. Since I won't be driving any of you at night, that won't be a problem. But when you drive at night with your parents, you will have to have the mirror on night mode. It's like putting sunglasses on your mirror. It reduces the glare. So Bella, I answered your question. You won't need night mode with your instructors because we won't be driving at night. But there is a setting. Let's keep going. What if my mirror falls off? We already talked about this. First, let's pause. You've heard of Amazon. They're the number 1 online retailer in the world. If you Google Amazon mirrors for cars, you will get every single car mirror in history. Do I even need to say anything else? So for you to say, I can't get one, you're not trying hard enough. I'll say it one more time because it's just so genius. You heard of Amazon. You put in the year, make, and model of your car. Do you need a center mirror, side mirror, or driver's side mirror? You will have a mirror within 24 hours because some of your parents have Amazon Prime. So you can also go to a junkyard because Amazon may charge you $50. You can go to a junkyard and get it for $5. Or if you go to an auto parts store, it's going to be $25. So all of you are in the Amazon generation. So that's what you need to do. You can always buy one, or you can get a used one. If some guy owns a junkyard or a woman and he gets a lot of calls on mirrors, they take pictures, post a website, they get the part off and send it to you. That's how you make money. Junkyards no longer rely on people in Texas or Michigan or Ohio. They are international. There are junkyards in every single city and state in the United States and around the world. And because I saw a video on YouTube in the Middle East, which is a big area, they have a junkyard, especially for exotic sports cars. I have a Bugatti. I blew my engine. In America, that motor is going to cost $500,000. I Google Bugatti motor 2026. Instead of $100,000, $50,000. Guaranteed to run. You pay shipping. Done. I love the question. What if it's stuck and you don't have a good angle? You use your finger. You push. You use your hand. You push. You roll down the window. You push it in or push it out. They do get stuck in the wintertime. What if I don't have mirrors on my car? Don't drive. You'll have an accident. Facts. Because you can't see. How do you know when your mirror is perfectly adjusted? I'm going to read one sentence again. Up here, mirror usage. Okay? So, traditional mirror settings. I'm reading it right now. Outside mirrors are set so the driver can see the back edges of the vehicle. I just gave you your answer. Traditional mirror settings. Outside mirrors are adjusted so the driver can see the back edges of the car. I just told you. For trucks and SUVs, it's different. And to add to this, because I'm reading straight from the literature, enhanced mirror settings, inside mirror becomes the primary mirror. So I just told you, I just gave you a cheat code. So if I test you guys on this, most of you get a 70 or 80, some of you would get 50 or 40 because you're not reading the information. So I gave you some examples. Is there such a thing as not looking in your mirror long enough? Let's go back to what the purpose of the mirror is. And this is really important. I'm looking at sentence 2. While a vehicle is in motion, mirror usage is intended to assist in detection, not gathering details. You want to look to see, is a car near me? Is a car behind me? Is a truck behind me? Is a semi-truck behind me? Is it a teen who's arguing with their boyfriend or girlfriend and they're on their phone and they're not paying attention? Or is it a driver who's sleepy and tired? So you look in your mirror to gather quick information. If you look too long, you will fall off the road because you're looking in your mirror and wherever you look is where you're going to go. It happened to me when we were merging on the expressway Sunday. My student driver looked too long, checking her blind spot, looked in the mirror too long, and the car veered to the left. So you need to quick glance, quick information. You look too long, you go off the road. How often should we check our mirrors? Every 12 to 15 seconds. If you look too long, you're going to rear end someone because you should be focused on the road. If you don't look long enough, you could get rear-ended. You have to find a balance. It's like walking in school. You're a freshman. Your class is across the building. There are 1,000 people in the hallway. You want to talk to your friends. You want to show them something on social media. You're going to run through the hallway, trip and fall, because you don't understand pace. You can still talk to your friends, but hey, let's come on and walk and talk. Or hey, send me a text. I gotta go. My class is on the other side. So you guys haven't found balance. And I'm looking at your questions from an open-minded perspective. Every 12 to 15 seconds. If you look too long, you're not focused in front of you. Let's go back to downtown Detroit, downtown Chicago, downtown Rochester. If you look too long in your mirror, you're going to run over someone. You're going to hit a car. Your focus should be in front. Every time you slow down or start to slow down, you should quickly check who's behind you. An instructor checks all mirrors. You just focus ahead. That's the difference between a beginning driver and an instructor and experienced driver. In the driver's ed car, we have dual mirrors. I have a mirror, you have a mirror. That's like that for a reason. When you adjust your mirror, what if there's something blocking your back windshield? You clean it off. Is it leaves? Is it dirt? Is your back windshield dirty? Clean it off. In the Charger I was driving, the window was really dirty. I should have got out and wiped it off. When I went to get gas, because gas is $6 billion a gallon, I cleaned off the front window. I cleaned off the side mirrors. Was it perfect? No. But was it good enough for what I needed to do? Yes. Was the back window really dirty and grimy because the car's been sitting 3, 4, 5 days under a tree? And you have tree sap, you have leaves, you have bird poop, you have all those things. And don't worry, you're going to have to park your car by the tree. Your mom and dad are not parking by the tree by your house because your car is going to be littered with leaves. And you're going to cry and say, Mom, Dad, my car has bird poop. So I'm not parking under the tree. If you want to park in the driveway, you park by the tree. Okay. So you have to clean off your window. Visibility is so important. Are there any types of mirrors? What are the difference? There are several different types of mirrors. There's your traditional mirror. It has a side glass. I know an image will help you, but we're going to focus on this. And there's an enhanced mirror setting. There's a button you can push, or the bottom half of the mirror has another mirror that you can adjust. And I'm looking at it. It says it right here. Traditional mirror settings. Passenger, no. And it's okay to say no. I just said no to my friend. Passenger vehicle side mirrors are not designed for backing. Enhanced mirror settings. The left mirror, side mirror must, so you got to really adjust your mirror by leaning your head to the left to adjust that side mirror. And then you lean to the right to adjust that right mirror. Many of you won't do that. I'm trying to help you. Does it help when blind spot change? Okay. Does it help with blind spots when changing lanes more so over your shoulder? You have to use both. It's mirror, center mirror, turn signal, blind spot. If I'm making a lane change to the right, center mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You look over your shoulder. A lot of you will look over the wrong shoulder. What do I do if a mirror is destroyed on a long ride? You make sure that you can definitely check over your shoulder. No, it won't cause you to fail, but you need to get a mirror. You're going to be more vulnerable to your mirror that's broken. If it's on the left, you got to really make sure you look over your shoulder. If it's your right mirror, you got to really make sure you look over your right. You still can drive your car with a broken mirror, but it's just going to be more difficult. It's going to really irritate you because your mirror is going to be shaking back and forth, and it can happen. And again, Amazon is your friend. If you're going to be spending overnight, let's pretend you drive to Los Angeles. Okay, you get on your phone, you have Amazon Prime, you use mom or dad's account. Mom and dad, what type of car do you have? Well, we have a 2022 Honda. Okay, I need to order a mirror. I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia tomorrow night. Okay, what hotel? Okay, have them send it to me. Amazon is your best friend. They're number one in the world for a reason. Okay? All of you know about this. All of you have been using Amazon since you were born. Okay? Instead of going to a car shop, you could go to a car shop, okay, O'Reilly's, Napa. Hey, I have this car. Do you have a mirror? Yes, it costs $50. You have to cut it. Oh, I don't want to do that. Well, you might have to glue it on. Use rubber bands. You could put the mirror on, the mirror housing, use rubber bands, and you're good, but the mirror's going to shake, okay? If you drive a semi-truck, you best believe have your mirror. Oh, that's a good example, like that. Amazon is your best friend. We talked about how often should you check your mirrors. How long is too long? Over 20 seconds, you'll crash. When we need to replace our mirror or repair them regularly, no, your mirrors usually last forever. But what happens, they get pitted, they get scuffed up because they're outside. Salt, road grime. Maybe you tried to clean your mirror when it was dry and you scratched up the mirror. But your mirrors usually last for the life of the car, unless you're hitting mailboxes. And your friends love hitting your car with the baseball bat. You know how some of your junior, senior friends love that. Or maybe you walked in someone's shoe and they saw you post a video and they found out where you live and they break your mirror off. Oh. So your mirrors do not wear out. What do you do if the mirror is knocked off? You go buy a replacement. Amazon's your best friend. If it's cracked, you have to make a decision. I thought the questions were solid. Most of you had concerns about not having a mirror. You're more vulnerable to getting an accident. I told you Amazon is your best friend because all of you know about that. Okay? You can order a mirror in the morning at school and it can be ready for you when you get out of school. And get 2 rubber bands, put it on, get 2 rubber bands, crisscross them, and you got a mirror. Instead of paying $30 at AutoZone or Napa, no hate, you pay $15.99, you order it, done. Let's pretend you broke your mirror and you don't want your parents to know. You know you on Amazon. You know this. Hey, you got Amazon Prime? I'm going to transfer money to your account. Can you order this mirror for me? Because when you get home, your parents are going to say, why does the mirror look like it's hanging off? You got into an accident. Mom, Dad, it wasn't my fault, but I ordered a mirror. Okay, so problem solved. If you're struck, mirrors do get knocked off. It's happened to me driving a student. What did I do? I got Gorilla Glue. All of you remember the young lady, I think she was on TikTok or YouTube. She used Gorilla Glue for her edges or for her hair. Gorilla Glue is an industrial adhesive. She had to have her hair surgically removed. Okay, so Gorilla Glue or some type of high adhesive glue is good for putting a mirror. It's a little plastic housing that the mirror goes in. And if you hit a bump, the mirror could drop out. If someone hits your mirror accidentally, the mirror, or sometimes it's plastic with a mirror housing, and it's glued on. Okay, hold on. If I have no mirror, if it's damaged, it's illegal, and should I think the police might pull you over. Ma'am or sir, did you know your mirror, you don't have mirrors? Oh, I always drive it like that. Ticket. Or sir, I just got involved into an accident. I'm going to an auto parts store now. Oh, I already ordered off of Amazon Prime. It's going to be at my friend's house at 5 o'clock. See, the driver's en route. Okay, thank you. So this will ease you because it's 2026. Think about that. Why do bigger vehicles have bigger blind spots? Because they are larger. And the larger your vehicle, the bigger the blind spot. An 18-wheeler semi-truck, the trailer is 110 feet long. Your car's maybe 8 feet to 10 feet long. You get the example. So that all of you know school buses have bigger mirrors than, well, you don't know. You've been on a school bus before. The school bus mirror is 5 feet, 4 feet. A semi-truck mirror, Google it right now. How big is your typical school bus mirror? Type it in. You tell me. And type in, how big is the typical passenger car outside mirror? You type it in, guys. Don't believe me. You type it in. Type in how big the typical semi-truck mirror is, how big the typical school bus mirror is. Most school buses have to meet DOT standards. They're about the same size. Okay, remember, we're talking about mirrors. Type it in, guys. I'm waiting. Come on. Type in it. How big is the typical school bus mirror? School bus. School buses typically have, I think, 64 passengers, 50 passengers. They're not 80. It's between 50 and 60. Some of you live in, okay, typical school bus mirror is 14 inches, 16 inches. That's big. Semi is 7 by 16. Bennett, you just put 14. 14 what? 14 crossovers? 14 for what? 14 inches for what? A car? A bus? How big is the typical car mirror? A bus is 14 inches. That's a big mirror. So all of you answered your questions. Some of you did not put it in. I need everyone. 14 to 15 inches for school bus. Bus interior, you said 6 by 30. Thank you, Lyric. Thank you, Lyric. 3 by 12 convex mirror, fancy. 14 by 15 inches school bus. School bus, so different. 14 inches by 15, about 15 inches for a school bus. Yeah, you got to pay attention. Semi, 7 by 16. So semis, they have to be especially careful. They got to look too. I want to hit vehicle safety technology. Then we're going to do a quick quizzy. So let's review. Beginning drivers don't really check mirrors. You got to make sure you check them. You got to take time. It's really important. And as your instructor, I'm going to show you. I'm going to help you. Every vehicle is equipped with safety technology. Let's say this again. All of you type in 3 safety technology school bus have. Let's go. Let's make this interactive. All of you type in 3 vehicle safety technology school buses have. Type it in. As you type in this in, I'm going to go over. Every vehicle is equipped with safety technologies and devices to help keep its passengers as safe as possible. The most common examples are door locks. All of you typing in, I'm going to wait till the end to go over what you said. Door locks. You look, in your school bus, you walk in, and what does the driver do? They pull a big handle. There's a long arm, and it opens the door. And when you're in, they pull a handle and it locks. In a school bus, you have the seats. Some of you have been on a school bus in years. Some of you have. In a school bus, the seats are taller. So if the driver has to stop suddenly, and you've been on the school bus, when you got a driver who loves hitting those brakes, bro, you're about to fly over the seat. You're about to knock your glasses off. My glasses will be like this. Bro, Mr. Myles, what happened? Man, that school bus stopped. I know I'm looking crazy, but that's how you gonna look. Okay, if I'm drinking my water and the school bus stops, this water's gonna splash over me. You know what it is. Okay, collision avoidance systems, cameras. They got a camera inside the school bus. They have little flashers outside. They have little beacons. They have big numbers. And again, I'm not a school bus authority. They have a fire extinguisher. Hello. They have a medical kit. Hello. Okay. Some of you, I'm just thinking, medical kit, fire extinguisher. Okay. They have the locking door. Okay. They have the enhanced mirrors. Now, when you look at school buses, you're going to think different. Like, yeah, you're right. So when you act up on the bus, yes, principal, there were 3 kids who were fighting a bus. What are their names? I have video. Show me the video. Shaniqua, Tatiana, Shaquaya, come down now. You're going to get 3 days off. You're fighting on a bus. You're embarrassing the district and yourself. You already know. You fight on the bus, you're going to lose privileges. Okay? You know what goes on in those back seats. Stop playing. Okay, look, sun visors. The school bus has a really large sun visor. Like, it's huge. Like, they crank it down. And they have the camera in the middle. They're looking at you. Some school buses have cameras on the drivers. They have the emergency stop arm that says stop. Some of you didn't mention that. They're yellow for a reason. Sun visors. They're designed to eliminate direct sun glare. All of you been on a trip, Washington, D.C., Lansing, California, Ohio, because you got a cool science teacher and you're about to go to Cedar Point. Hey, yeah. They still do those Cedar Point trips? If they do, put yes in the chat. Does your science teacher still do the Cedar Point trips? Come on. Yes, they do. Thank you, Sophia. Come on. Well, sorry for you. No. Sorry. Well, some of you don't have that cool science teacher. So, head restraints. Why do you think the school bus seats are so much taller? When that driver hits the brakes, you're going to lean forward and snap back. You could hurt your neck. Okay? All of you been on a school bus. You already know. Well, I've never been on a school bus. Well, you need to go. You're in high school. Head restraints. Head restraints are intended to prevent neck and spinal column injuries. It's serious. Resulting from a collision. You will snap back. The top of the head restraint should reach above the head. Question, why don't the school buses have seat belts? Type it in. Type it in. Again, I'm not a school bus authority. Type it in. Why don't school buses have seat belts? Why do passenger cars have seat belts? What are the 3 differences between a passenger car and a school bus? Number 1, I know school buses have air brakes. Cars do not because of the weight of a bus. They have an air brake system. Why? When we drove to the Capitol, I was watching the driver drive. They have a gauge for the temperature of the brakes. You don't want to overheat them. They have another gauge for the air system because every time the driver hits brakes, you hear that. So I should see answers. What are the differences between school buses and cars? Number one, I said air brake system. Cars use a hydraulic brake system. School buses carry more passengers. They are bigger. School buses are yellow. Cars come in more than one color. We know there's a size difference. Please go harder than that. DOK level 3. I know school buses are bigger. Please go into deeper. If I want you to think at a high level, I got to grade you at a high level. Hey, they held up to 50 people. You can't get 50 people in a car. They are heavier. Type in, why do school buses have air brakes as opposed to hydraulic brakes? Because of the weight, and they have taller seats. Cars do not have taller seats because they won't be able to fit in. School buses are higher up than cars. They can see more. I like to sit in the front of the school bus. Why? Because I'm a chaperone. I want to see, is this driver paying attention? Are they tailgating? Are people letting us over? Can my school bus driver really drive? I'm an instructor. You guys think, man, I'm so happy to get away from school. I am too, trust me. But if you mess up and cause me a problem, I'm gonna call your parent. So I want to see the school bus driver check mirrors, accelerate, squeeze the brakes. Are they stopping too late and they're gonna slam the brakes? Okay, all of you have good drivers, good school bus drivers. The size makes the impact less impactful. School buses are, the wheels are bigger, a smoother way to stop. I'm getting bits and pieces, keep putting it in. Guys, I'm gonna put it all together. School buses are elevated above the road so they can see more. The size of the impact is less impactful, making it not necessary. I'm confused by that, Brody. Find something else. You're saying a double negative. The size of the impact less impactful, making it not necessary for. You got to tell me more. You got to give a simple sentence. For someone watching this, they'll say, wow, he's talking about school buses and he's helping them compare. You'll look at cars differently. So kind of simplify that for me, please. Air brakes are safer. Hello. Air brakes are safer and can automatically hold a bus in place if something fails. Lyric coming with that knowledge. Lyric, if I was at school, I give you a +3 in live school. You have a bigger video. Excuse me, I said a bigger video. You have a bigger vehicle. So air brakes are designed for heavier vehicles. Okay? If something fails, those air brakes can lock. That's a safety feature if the braking system fails. Because if someone cuts the airline, well, who would do that? Some of your friends, you read about it. I don't want to go to school. We're going to go to the schoolyard and cut off all the air brakes. You're getting ready to be on video. The police are getting ready to get you. You heard of your friends. Well, school was canceled today because 5 school buses had their battery terminals disconnected. Yay. No, I got a final, bro. I'm a senior. Boo. So you've seen kids damage school buses. They're in an area, barbed wire, cut off, on camera. You have to make sure school buses meet those safety standards. Lyric, you coming with some knowledge. Air brakes are better for heavier vehicles. Thank you, Sophia. Air brakes are safer and can automatically hold the bus in place. Already read that. Sounds so great. Buses use air brakes because they are strong and work well with larger, heavier vehicles. Thank you. Because they are heavier than other vehicles, leading to other cars might be more likely to get injured. School buses are higher up than cars. I need you to put in, okay, hold on. Buses use air brakes because they are more reliable than hydraulic. Spencer, woo! Hydraulic systems can fail. Okay? Buses use different brakes than other cars, air brakes that allow for buses to stop quicker. Yes. You've been with that crazy bus driver who hits those brakes. You're like, oh my God, I'm going through the seat. It's true. Come on, man. Come on. Air brakes allow heavy vehicles to stop quicker. You already know. Okay. All of you type in 3 things you learned. 3 complete sentences. All of you type in 3 complete sentences you learned. You became an expert on brakes, air brakes, hydraulic brakes. You became an expert on mirrors. Don't cut off a school bus, because if you do, they're going to hit those brakes up. And they probably could do that, but the people inside are going to go flying. Now, the driver of the school bus, they have a seatbelt, because if they hit the brakes, bro, they going to flip up and roll through the window. I got goosebumps. I'm thinking, man. Also, you've seen on the internet, school bus driver has a medical condition. The students are like, oh my God, our school bus driver. All of you love your school bus driver. If you love your school bus driver, put yes in the chat. If you love your school bus driver, they come and get you every day. They're nice to you. They want to make sure you get to school safely. They know you. Hey, Shaniqua. Hey, Johnny. Hi, Shaquavia. Hi, Lyric. Hi, Braden. Hi, Nathan. They love you. They see you on the route. They want to make sure you're safe. They're going to check mirrors. They're not going to run lights and put themselves in danger. I mean, think about this. They got to stop at railroad tracks. Type in why school bus drivers have to stop at railroad tracks. I'm going to get this quizzy for you. Type why school bus drivers have to stop at railroad tracks. No, so they don't get smoked. No, you got to come better than that. So they'll get smoked. No. Type in why. Do your research. Come on, man. You're like, I love trucks now. I love cars. I've learned about air brakes. I've learned about what mirrors do. I've learned about sizes of semis. So you won't cut off that semi truck because they're carrying heavier weight. Lyric, please look up the state law on school buses and them stopping at railroad tracks. People are giving me everything but that. Please, Lyric, state law. Why do school buses have to stop at railroad tracks? State law. Lyric, look this up, please. I'm giving you with a quizzy right now. You should be able to pass a little assessment on buses or trucks. Eric, I'm going down to the bottom. Hopefully you found that. Because buses will get bumped over the rip. No. School bus needs to stop to ensure the passengers will avoid a collision. Can someone put a link to the state law on why school buses? I'm putting in car safety and mirrors. This is really going to be good. Car safety and mirrors. I need someone to put a link in on these school buses, man. A tragedy happened that led to bus. I need to know why. A tragedy happened when led to why buses need to stop at tracks. A bus was struck by a 51-car freight train and killed 25 students. I see a link. Lyric, thank you for making us cry. No, I'm playing. But let's look at this. Why do school buses have to stop for a railroad? Okay, let me start over. Do you have to stop for a school bus at a railroad track? Why school buses stop at every railroad track? That's what I want to look for. Federal regulations require every school bus carrying passengers to stop at railroad crossings, even when no train is in sight and no warning signs are active. The school bus must stop no closer than 15 feet and no further than 50 feet from the nearest railroad. The driver then looks and listens. Hold on, let me do a screen share so you don't think I'm just making some stuff up. Give me a second here. Let me hit this. Let me hit that share. Let me hit this share. Why school buses stop at every railroad track? Federal regulations require every school bus carrying passengers to stop at railroad crossings, even when no train is in sight and no warning signals are active. The school bus must stop no closer than 15 feet, no further than 50. I already got a quizzy for you. You're going to love it. The driver then looks and listens. They open the door. They look to the left. They look to the right. They look again. They push in the air brakes. They turn off the four-ways, and they're gone. You know this. Once the driver confirms that the tracks are clear, the bus closes in a gear that lets it completely cross without shifting. Changing gears on the track is specifically prohibited because it could stall the bus. Oh, that's so scary. The rule exists because trains cannot stop quickly. A loaded freight train traveling at 55 miles an hour needs to come to a full stop. A school bus full of children stranded on the track would have to almost have no margin of error. So the law treats every crossing as if a potential danger regardless. Why do you think on your road test you need to look left and right before you cross tracks? You will be marked down. I love it that we're learning something new. And I love it that I have a quizzy ready for you. Oh, I rhymed. I'm going to hit you how to drive, space management. I'm letting you choose. I'm going to read them off. You vote. Drive Right LLC, driver's education, 20 questions. Written driver's test, 10. We need some longer. Driving safely, final quiz, 14 questions. You gonna vote. How to drive, chapter 2, 20 questions. Space management, 11 questions. Driving safety, 14 questions. You put in the one you want to see. Got a statute. Come on. I love it. Someone put in the legislature. Man, we learned it. Hold on. I want you to really think safely. Here is the legal statute. Now, high quality source. The Pupil Transportation Act, Act 187 of 1990. Drive safely, I got you. We'll hit a couple. I like drive safely and space management. Drivers of a school bus at a railroad track grade crossing requirements. Inactive railroad track, define exemptions. Violation of Civil Rights Act, fine, processing. Here we go. 1. Expect as prohibited, sub act 234. I'm not a lawyer. The driver of a school bus before crossing a railroad track at grade shall stop the vehicle within 50 feet, but no less than 15. Turn off all interior switches, including fans and heater and radio. Open the passenger door and driver's side window while stopped to look and listen. After stopping as required in this sub-act, upon proceeding, when it is safe to do so, the driver of the vehicle shall cross only in gear. If you're not in gear, you're going to stall the vehicle. A stop needed to be made at the railroad crossings grade. Okay? The track has been completely paved or removed because sometimes a vehicle can stall. Thank you for the statute. I really appreciate that. I'm looking at your votes. Space management, driving safety. Let's do them both. I love this, man. Like we lit today. Like I understand how important my mirror is now. And if you break your mirror, type in where you go. If you break your mirror, you know where you go. Mom, Dad, you got Amazon Prime? Yeah, honey. Mom, Dad, I got to order a mirror. Okay, honey, I put $100 in. Amazon Prime. Come on. Amazon Prime. They got everything. It's cheaper than the store. It'll be here this afternoon. Okay? Because one day you're going to go on a trip. Give me 1 second here. You're going to go on a trip. We're going to hit driver safety. I'm going to give you a code. You're going to lock in. Oh, this is good. Ooh, this is good. Driver safety. Student pace. I'm going to give you a code. We go in test mode. I'm going to give you a code. Give me 1 second. Share. Okay, here you go. There's your code. joinmyquiz.com 602598. 602598. Again, 602598. Come on. 602598. And what I've learned, we got to take our time. We're rolling good. Okay? This is, I think it's 14 questions. 602598. I'm going to start it. You know how Quizzy works. Let's go. 602598. 14 questions. Let's go. And I'm going over them. Six zero 2598. Let's go, guys. While you're working on this, I'm going to get a couple of videos ready. I'm going to check. I'm going to take screen share off. I'm going to see what's happening at Wham Bam Tesla, on Scene TV. I want the class to be spicy. I want it to be fun. Keep going. Six zero 2598. Let's go. I'm checking on Scene TV first because that's a great resource for drivers. Oh. I'm trying to find the best one that's appropriate. You keep going. I got everything set. I'm trying to have everything queued up so we don't waste time. Keep going, guys. Keep working. I'm just looking for a better video. I'm going to close a couple windows because I don't want lag. Thank you for the statue. That was one of the best things I've seen. Let's see here. Man, it's not there. I'm looking for a really good video. You keep working. I'll do my job. Once I find the video, I want you guys to be done so we can keep moving. The implied consent law is a really good video too, but that's like legal proceedings. Hey, yes. Okay, I got a good video. Got one for you. Yes. 6 conditions of driving. You'll see that next. Amazon. I love it. You can get anything off of Amazon. I need a 50-foot, no, I need a 100-foot HDMI cord. At Micro Center, they want $149. On Amazon, they want $45. You know I'm ordering from Amazon, and my wife has Prime. I'm like, honey, I need this for my class. Okay. Boom. Why would I pay $149 for a 100-foot HDMI cord where I can get it for less than $50? Come on, man. Because I went to 5 different stores. I got a 50-foot too short. I got a good video ready. Slow down. This is really good on blind spots. I'm gonna get this video up. I got a blind spot video ready. And then I got 2 videos ready. So once I switch back, we need to be ready to go. I misclicked one of the questions. It's all right. You'll be okay. All my students say that it clicked for me. Oh, you failed? No, man, it clicked for me. You sound just like my students. As I give you your quizzing online. Come on, man. Sharing the road with big trucks, that's a good video too. She's pretty good too. I'm just looking at a couple of videos while you guys are getting ready. Get the big picture. Good, keep working. You're mostly almost done. Everyone is good. Okay, let's go ahead and go over these questions right now. And then I got one video ready for you. All right. Share. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's go over this right now. I'm going to hit end. I'm going to read the question. We're going to go over it.
Without turning your body.
Oh God, hold on.
Injury, for example, your size.
I'm gonna stop him. All right, sorry guys. I'm gonna end it all. All right, here we go. Here we go. So let's look at the quiz highlights. Accuracy is 68. Completion rate is 94%. The toughest question was number 10. Number 10. Longest question was number 1. So let's look at the report. And this is what we can see who got first, but I'm looking at data. It's a bell-shaped curve. One person got 86. That would be on the left side. Another person got 50. That will be on the right side. So there are 2 tiers. 86 would be an A. These will be my B's. 79 will be my B's. 71, 71, 71, 71 C's. So the average is around a C in the class, 64, 64, 64, 57. Some of you are not reading the question or you're just clicking, but we're going to go over. That's what good teachers do. They look at data. Okay, if an emergency vehicle, ambulance, or a fire truck has their sirens on, you should pull over and yield. Most of you got that right. Easy. Number 2, a collision with a commercial vehicle, semi-truck, or bus. Ding, ding, ding. You already know. Oh my God, a big vehicle. It's about to be a bad accident. It's far more dangerous than the collision with a smaller vehicle. 15 of you got this right. It's true. Which of the following statements is false about commercial vehicle turns? You should understand that commercial vehicles are bigger. They take longer to turn. They take more room. We're looking at data. It is safer to stay on a commercial vehicle's right side when they're turning. This is correct. You want to give them room. More of you should have got that right. Let's continue. Bicyclists should ride on the road and they must use the sidewalk. It is false. We went over this last time. We looked at the video. So this tells me some of you are not paying attention. You could miss one question on the test and fail. I'm preparing you. Which of these is the best option if you are driving while you are tired? Best option. Pull over and get some rest. Most of you put that. 3 of you said cold air. Cold air will just make you tired. You're a tired, cold air driver. Next, which of these is not part of the 3-second rule? If you don't understand the 3-second rule, you won't get it right. Which of these is not part? Speeding up to catch a person in front of you so you are no more than 3 seconds away. That's the one that's not part of it. When changing lanes, if you don't understand how to change lanes, you're going to miss this question. 4 of you don't understand this question. This is why you missed it. I didn't say you didn't know it, but you don't understand it. So you got to plan ahead. If I need to get over to the right, I need to get over to the right lane early. I need to use I can't wait till the last second. You're going to get rear-ended. Then if you don't check the mirror, or if you cut off a semi-truck, you cut off a school bus. So you now should understand, assume the other driver will let you in. Negative. Cross as many lanes of traffic as necessary. Negative. Check your blind spot means you don't have to use your turn signal. Negative. So 2 of you chose the blind spot, don't have to use turn signal. Negative. 1 of you assumed, and 1 of you are crossing lanes. That spells accident. You should drive slower than the posted speed limit if the road or weather conditions warrant so. This is true. It's called a basic speed law. If your tires run off the pavement, this is really important. Remember, which of the following should you not do to correct it? Which one does it belong? Turn the steering wheel quickly. Why? You're going to roll the car over. You're going to veer into traffic. You want to ease off the gas. You want to brake gently, and you want to turn slowly. Don't panic. Okay, next. If another driver is approaching you head on, what is the worst reaction? Pulling to the left. Why? You're going to hit oncoming traffic. Some of you don't understand this. Why are you pulling to the left? You're going to hit head on. Honking your horn won't do anything. Going to the right or slowing down. Okay? Which one is the worst one? So this tells me you don't understand the wording of the question. I'm letting you know the OGs, driving instructors, professors, parents have put these questions together. Let's keep moving. If your vehicle goes into deep water, do all of the following except. Which one shouldn't you do? Keep your window up to keep the water out. You shouldn't climb back into the seat. You shouldn't open the door, and you shouldn't unbuckle your seatbelt. So this tells me you guys don't understand the question. If there is more than one vehicle in the left turn lane, you must pick one, and stay in it for the duration of the turn. You've got to be careful. Left turns are very dangerous. If your gas pedal is stuck, this is a question on the test, do not turn the ignition off. It says, If your gas pedal is stuck down, do not turn the ignition off. It says turn on your emergency. It says do not. So some of you getting hit with these tricky questions, I can tell. If your tire blows out while driving, do not slam the brakes. You understand that? Type what you learned, please. Type what you learned. Type what you learned. Okay, I'm assigning you some homework. You see it up here. There's just your code. This is your homework. You're going to have some virtual homework. Quick and easy. You're going to have homework. Write this down somewhere, guys. I'm assigning it for homework. 3588-5265. After this class is over, you're going to take this over. 3588-5265. I'll say it one more time and I'm moving forward. 3588-5265. This is assigned as homework. It's been assigned. We'll see who the best is tomorrow.